Luke, congratulations, off and running here at MSG. Comprehensive victory. Just sum it up for us.
Yeah, I mean, to sum it up, I think it was a steady game for myself. I think the second leg was a massive leg in a way. I think that was the difference between a really good performance and an average performance. If I'd have hit, say, a 15 dart, they probably would have been a decent 100+ average like I'm used to, but I think it was a big leg, to be honest. I think I wasn't in the trebles at the start of the game, and maybe I was just trying too hard to perform for the crowd, trying too hard. I think that was the key to it, to be honest. And I was happy to get that second leg, and then I relaxed a bit more, and then you got like 4 sub 15 dart legs. So maybe I tried a bit too hard to play too well, but all I was thinking to myself was just get through, and then obviously tomorrow it's you're going to be playing the top dart players in the world like I'm used to. So I just thought just get through the game.
Were you expecting a little bit more from David Cameron this evening as well?
Yeah, I was actually, because he is a fantastic player. The result doesn't reflect how well David can play. He is a great player. I've seen him many times, and he's qualified for the World Championships a couple of times as well, I think, and done well in the seniors. So I did expect a much tougher game, but a couple of legs could have gone his way, and then it could have been 2-1 down to, he could have been 2-1 up. Sorry, not I could have been 2-1 down. So it could have been a lot different game, to be honest, but because I hit them crucial legs. When you let me go 3-0 up, it's going to be an uphill task for him himself. So yeah, maybe 6-0 was a little bit flattering, but I took my chances in the end, and that's why it was the result it was.
You've been introduced as the world champion for the last 6 months, but was it a little bit more special being here at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, it was. It's always a little bit special when you're walking into an iconic venue like Madison Square Garden, and you're getting announced as a world champion. It really is. The crowd has been fantastic tonight. I was really looking forward to this for many months. This is just in my eyes my favourite World Series event of the year. So yeah, this is I don't know why, but it's very special to me. I'd really love to win here, and sometimes maybe I think I put too much pressure on myself. I think I did last year. I think now I'm through the first game, I think I will relax a bit more, because obviously I know that you can't put pressure on yourself now, because if you're doing that against the top players, it won't benefit you at all. So it's always tough to get through the first. I've done that now, so I'll sit back and enjoy it more now. And tough game tomorrow, but I'm used to it, playing in the Premier League week in, week out.
Last year you had an opportunity to get to the final and it slipped past. Is there unfinished business here with the US Darts Masters then?
I mean, there's not unfinished business, but I felt like last year I let it slip in the semi-final. I wasn't at my best. I don't really know what happened to me. I remember having like an achy shoulder or something. I don't know what happened there, but I felt a little bit rusty tonight, but I think I've only thrown 2 or 3 hours in the last 8 days. But that seems to happen when you come to this World Series event. Usually the Premier League's over. I think for me it was Euro Tour last year. Then you don't really practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then you come here sort of a little bit rusty, and that can happen. But tomorrow, another 3 hours worth of practice, I should be okay. I must admit I did feel a bit rusty, but I'm one of them players that kind of needs to work their way into tournaments, and that's just the way it is for me. I'm just that player. So yeah, I think now I've got that whole day under my belt. Tomorrow I'll come back, practice another 3 hours, and I should be back to normal.
Luke, congratulations.
Thank you, Phil.
Just to run down some stats for you: 110 first 9, 95 average overall. Yeah, you had some sub 15 dart legs with that real stinker in the second. You just kind of brushed that off. I know those are going to creep in every once in a while, right?
Yeah, I mean it was a stinker, but there was a couple of darts there that was so close to the wire. It could have been a I don't know, 16, 17, I don't know what it could have been. It could have been like just a steady 18 dart leg, to be honest, but there was a couple of unfortunate wired darts that didn't go in. So yeah, it was a stinker. Was it 24 darts?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, but it can happen to the best of us. It's not uncommon. It'll probably not have many legs above 21 darts, but it can happen. If you don't hit your doubles, it will happen. But it's just one leg. I wasn't here to hit 110 averages. Sometimes you just got to accept that just getting through the first game is. I mean, for me, that's what I'm always like. I'm never one of them people that hits the amazing averages first game. If it comes in the latter stages. So, obviously, a little bit gutted that I had to have that stinker in there, but it is what it is. I got through, won the game in the manner I wanted to, so that's the most important thing.
At least I know I could have maybe taken you one leg.
Well, you maybe would have said someone a double.
Nathan, you could tell he definitely is not looking forward to playing you tomorrow. He mentioned that in the interview. Is that just status of where you're at right now?
Nah, he's probably starting to get in my head, to be honest. But no, the last time he played me, he played absolutely lovely. I think the last time I played him, I think it was the night 13, and he averaged like 106 against me. Didn't miss a thing. So, you know, if he says he's not looking forward to it, I'm sure he is. I'm looking forward to it. You know, he's probably only messing. You know, he knows how well I'm playing, but I know with a flick of a finger, Nathan can be at his best. He's one of the best players in the world. I don't care what he says. I believe he is. You know, I think he's top 4, top 5 player in the world when he's on his games. So. You know, I think I need to make sure I played the way I did in the first, third, fourth, fifth, sixth leg. If I play like that, then it's going to be a tough game for him. But if I play like I did in the second leg, it's going to be an easy game for him. So, you know, I expect a good game, to be honest. He's playing much better now.
Definitely. You mentioned lack of practice a little bit. Does that creep in at all? Do you like some time off here and there just to kind of get away from the board? Or?
I mean, I do of course. But since the Premier League final, I think, which was. Yeah, it was 8 days ago now. I think I've probably thrown about 2 or 3 hours in that time, and that's not me really. That's not what I'm used to. But it was the same last year. I think after I played in the Euro Tour, I finished on the Sunday, and I didn't play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then turned up on the Friday without an hour's practice. Whereas I come and had a throw on Wednesday for an hour. Probably had an hour on Saturday last week before I went to Wembley. So yeah, I'm just one of them players that would probably need a lot more practice. Say Luke Littler could probably just turn up after 10 days and he'd still be playing lovely. For me, I have to work at my talent a lot more. So yeah, but it's no excuses. It's just a little bit rusty. But I thought, regarding that second leg, I think, you know, if I'd have hit $15, I could have probably walked away and said it was a fantastic performance. But I did feel a little bit rusty. But it doesn't matter. I'm through, and you know, tomorrow's another day. Hopefully, I can play a lot better.
Congrats on the win. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
You mentioned that it was really important to you to put on a good show here at Madison Square Garden tonight. Can you expand a little bit on why that was so important to you?
Yeah, because when you're World Chamoin, I think everyone in the crowd probably expects you to go on and hit loads of 180s, big finishes and high averages. Of course, not a massive average, but a couple of 180s there. Usually if I'm on 209, I think treble 20, treble 20, I would always go treble 19. But I just wanted to entertain the crowd. I really did. I think, you know, when you come to these special places, it's not a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, because I've played it twice, but it's one of them opportunities that you just want to take advantage of, because, you know, whatever happens, it's another year till I come back again. So I just wanted to live in the moment, enjoy it, give the crowd a bit more enjoyment. And, you know, there's a couple of 180s in there, a steady performance, but, you know, when you come to iconic venues like this, you just want to put on a show, and I think you can't begrudge me for that one.
And talking about, you know, your game tonight, maybe feeling a little rusty, you've done a ton of media. There's been a lot more attention on you coming here as world champion. Has any of that extra this week played into your mindset at all?
No, not at all. I don't think anything I've done this week, you know, the proposal or the media, it's not played on my mind at all. You know, I think, you know, like I said, I've just not really had that much starting since the Premier League final, to be honest, and that's just one of them things. I think when your arm's not playing all the time, it can feel a little bit forced and you're trying too hard. So, you know, obviously I had an hour on Wednesday. I've had a good session today practicing and went up on the stage. So tomorrow, another session of practice. I think I'll be back to normal, to be honest. You know, you don't need 5-6 days of big hard practice. A couple of days and you're back to normal, to be honest.
And most important question, yesterday when we talked, you were struggling with saying fiance instead of girlfriend. Is it feeling a little more comfortable today?
Yeah, I accidentally slipped up and said my girlfriend. Now, of course, it's fiance. I did slip up. I think your cameraman corrected me, didn't he? So yeah, it's something that I'm still learning. But obviously, like I said in my previous interviews, there, it's you know, whatever happens this week, it's been a success for me. I come here and did what I wanted to do, but now I can go and leave tomorrow as the champion. I got the possibility to do that, so that's all that's on my mind. Obviously, yesterday was a fantastic moment for me, but now my mind is fully focused on winning the tournament, because obviously everyone knows I'm fully focused and I always want to win everything.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you.